What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to SteveBussaGS. We got another scorecard reaction for y'all, and you already know what it is. Let's get it. Alright, man, we got Acizm, Medicated. This is supposedly like a super dope video. I had my quality team check it out. They said this shit was fucking lit. I'm excited to hop into it. Acizm is a super dope dude. Australia, stand up. What's going on with y'all? GS gang, if you guys are just checking this out, you need somebody new for your playlist, I am officially endorsing that you guys go and check out and dig into some Acizm, especially if you guys enjoy this. So without further ado, do me a favor. Run the gauntlet. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. A little bell notification guy. We about to dive into this. Do me a favor too. If you guys enjoyed this, subscribe to his channel. I want to see this guy blow up. He's good, and he's putting a lot of effort into this production, man. I seen like he had clips of this and shit like that on IG, but I want to see what this looks like all together. Boom, let's get into it. Hold up. My man got arrested by Bernie Sanders. You telling me you couldn't get away from them? This is gonna turn into a roast video, ain't it? You got the comfy slides on?
Yes. Good morning, Aaron.
Is it? You're the doctor. You tell me.
Well, why don't we start with why you think you've been sent here today?
Cognitive behavioral therapy sessions, they said, meant to be effective for a mental defective. We're meant to trust antidepressants, antipsychotics, anti-epileptic medical measures meant to repress us. Farmers
couldn't pick a worse time in the world to make a song about the world supposed to be trusting medication. Jesus Christ. This video is insane. He's playing all these different fucking roles and shit like that.
Pharmaceutical reps in the palm of execs. Pressure to prescribe chemical pills too hard to reject. The effect, addiction spreads and our meds are cravings. Depression sets into our heads, gets that intent. It's in a sense engraving. It's in a sense of it's innocent for facilitating. Philosophic, cynical inner topics, it's innovating.
I have no idea what the fuck he just said. This is very difficult to make out at this part.
It gets that intent, it's in a sense engraving. It's in a sense of it's innocent for facilitating. Philosophic, cynical inner topics, it's innovating. This lyricism is schism drop, it's exhilarating. Sits atop of a philharmonic sonic regenerating sound wave.
Alright, so like this is one of those situations where this is well written, right? Like this is it. I don't know what the fuck he said. Like I couldn't tell you one ounce of what the fuck was just said. But like I am so sure that if you get like a lyric video or something like that from a writer's standpoint, that's probably insane. You definitely got like the sounds, the alliterations and shit like that that are going. Definitely good from a creative standpoint. Not really so much from a vibe standpoint, not so much from a hip hop standpoint, because there's no I couldn't tell you what the fuck he was saying. You know what I'm saying? It's clearly a concept track, and I do think that the video is above and beyond right now, but we're a minute into it, and that's a lot to take in so far.
And hey,
this is how my sentiments now sour to outrage, out to devour anyone out of the sour now pain.
So who am I talking to now? It's like somebody else
Here
just
comes
playing.
a medicated zombie, picture a stone monster, zone proper. Packing up snow cones of the rock, yeah. Manic with a rockstar attitude, but gratitude show nada. Scattered, confusion, tracked as a target.
Now that
This flow switch was needed. This is dope.
dude.
Really? Sorry doctor, I'm just being honest. I'm just realizing it's because I've been the problem all along. So is it my genetics at fault? Or am I rotten like the core of the apple that's left forgotten? I'm rattled and episodic. I battle demons and exercise my right to set the...
You're getting like when they're going back and forth, I'm getting like, what the fuck was it? The M song, Dear something. I have to figure what the fuck what it was called. But yeah, I definitely was getting that type of vibe. That would make more sense if I could remember what the fucking name of the song was.
Episodic, I battle demons.
My Darling. That's what it was called. My Darling. I was definitely getting My Darling vibes. If not directly influenced by it, I think there's probably some type of subtle like cognitive fucking touch to it. You know what I mean?
Just just realizing it's because I've been the problem all along. So is it my genetics at fault, or am I rotten like the core of the apple that's left forgotten? I'm rattled and episodic, I battle demons and exercise my right to set the cannabis alight. This is no bitter tonic, it's either that or a lie awake with an iron stake till the light arise. I'll go insane or wind up catatonic.
Maybe we should pause.
Nah, I'm barely getting started. Connect the dots, accept them, just a monster set to tarnish whatever shine.
I think you need some antipsychotic. Just like you're manic, you're increasingly violent.
I'm medicated, it'll be okay. I've been sedated so I can play. My feelings faded is what it.
This video is insane. First of all, like, holy shit. Alright, the fade was cool. The blood shit is scaring me. I'm not really big on horror shit, so I'm not gonna sleep tonight. Fuck you, Acizm. But, yeah, that was heavy. And this hook is fire.
I think you need some antipsychotic. Just like you're manic, you're increasingly violent.
I'm medicated, it'll be okay. I've been sedated so I can play. My feelings faded is what it takes away. Got the shakes, but it'll be okay. I'm medicated, it'll be okay. Been sedated so I can play. My feelings faded is what it takes away. Got the shakes, that's the price I pay.
First of all, this shit slaps. Okay.
Now to try to tell me how you feel.
Like I'm the walking dead, like my body's still on the floor and I'm just a talking head. I feel detached, I'm flirting for, but still I'm unprepared. Emotions are devoid, I can't avoid it. I know.
So you're feeling tortured?
Yeah, that's a word for it. I'm caught up in despair. Bipolar disorder, according to reports, I guess. I struggle to sleep for an hour or more, cause I hear the voices calling out and they're distorted, but I'm sure they're there.
What makes you think you're not hallucinating all the...
Alright, so let's go a couple things. Two major things stand out to me. Number one, the second verse is a lot more coherent than the first verses, right? So I think that's pulled a lot of the troubles that I had with just understanding or relating and connecting with the first verse. It's almost as if it was done intentionally, right? Like, think about it from the standpoint as a metaphor with everything being about being medicated, being crazy and shit like that. The whole first verse was like a lot of medical terms and just regular, like, not regular diction and shit like that you would talk to. Now we starting to calm down. You see the other people fucking fade away. He's having the one-on-one with the doc, and the conversation seems to be a little bit more coherent, easier to understand and shit like that, right? That's the first thing that I noticed right off the bat. Second thing that I noticed is there's a reoccurring theme. This is a concept track, right? So there's a reoccurring thing with concept tracks, and that's that they're cool the first time you listen to them, but in my opinion, there's not a lot of replayability. It's more like I take a look at it once I understand what's going on, I get the concept, I'm not really listening to it again. It is what it is, you know what I mean? The hook is so fucking good, is so fucking catchy, that this is going to have that replayability regardless of the style, type, denomination of the type of track it is and everything like that. And, like, that's not easy to do with a concept track. So, like, kudos on that. And this video, again, so far is fucking insane. This might be the illest music video I've seen all year.
Caught up in despair, bipolar disorder, according to reports, I guess. I struggle to sleep for an hour or more, cause I hear the voices calling out and they're distorted, but I'm sure they're there.
What makes you think you're not hallucinating all of this?
Are you not listening? The doctors usually record this shit. Is this psychosis a product of all the walls I'm in, or all the wars I've been in before? I fought the odds to win, now I'm...
Anyone want to put the predictions in? We think that the doctors just did his head. What do you think? Down in the comments below. Don't finish watching the video. Down in the comments below. Let me know. You think that this is going to be one of those M. Night Shyamalan things where, like, it's just all in his head at the end?
Feeling paranoid, what's that crawling on my skin? I need a cigarette, I need a joint, I need an open window.
I'm sorry, this institution is drug-free.
Yeah, what about the benzos or the thorazine or the morphine? What's that in my neck?
I don't want to move on from that just yet. There were layers to that. That was more than just a bar. That's kind of like a socio-economic kind of conversation to have. This, like, think about that. You know what I mean? Like, oh my god, I need to calm down. I need a cigarette. I need a joint. I need to take the edge off or something like that. Oh, you're in a drug-free facility. Motherfucker, you've been loading me up with shit since I walked in here. That's a reality. This is not like... I don't know. Me personally, I feel like that hit a lot heavier than it necessarily meant to. Maybe not. You know what I mean? Maybe Acizm just knew what the fuck he was doing with that bar. But, like, he's got a point. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're thinking about that too with regulations right now, with FDA and shit like that, with marijuana becoming more easily accessible and how people are using, like, the CBD oils nowadays that used to not be, like... I don't know why. Maybe I'm overthinking it, but like that bar in and of itself, or that concept of delivering that, there was a lot to that.
Open
I'm
window.
sorry, this institution is drug
Yeah, what
free.
about the benzos or the thorazine or the morphine? What's that in my neck?
Good morning, Aaron. Good morning, Aaron. Good morning, Aaron. Good morning, Aaron.
Here's what's impressive about this, alright? In 2021, with all the crazy murder rates and all the crazy nonsense and all the shit that's going on, Acizm is a scary looking dude. There's a lot of these people that I don't talk shit on just in case I ever do meet them in person. Like, I'm pretty sure Acizm would beat the fucking balls off me. He managed to get this adorable, good looking chick. He managed to get her to be like, hey, I want you to be in my rap music video. Come to this dungeon. Let me tie you the fuck up to this fucking chair covered in blood. Like that, like, it has to be somebody in his real life, right? Like, there's like, that's a really hard pitch. 2021, current date with everything going on. This is a really hard pitch to get somebody to do this role in a fucking video. Like, that guy asked you to come let him tie you up for a video. Are you showing up? Like, what do you think that payday had to be? What do you think? What do you think that deposit had to be? I need it up front, my guy. I need that 100% up front. Let me enjoy my little vacay before I lose my goddamn life. That's a terrifying image. This is like Chronicles of Riddick meet fucking John Wick. Nope, don't like that. I want you to know that I personally hate every second of this. Why is the violin even scary? Even the violin, for some reason, is just haunting. Why is it scary? Why is just the violin scary? I got into hip hop. I like guns. I like songs about selling drugs and fucking violence and shit like that. Until it gets creepy, and then we get horror movie type shit. Like, I'm not gonna sleep tonight. This is gonna affect my psyche. God damn it. It's eerie. Alright, and produced by C-Lance. Shout out to C-Lance. C-Lance is fucking just an absolute monster of an entity in and of himself. Alright, takeaways from this before we score it. Number one, I am not the target audience for this shit. I don't like being scared. I don't like horror stuff. They had people screaming in my fucking ear. You had the scariest fucking violin I've ever seen. The video is going to be in my fucking mind for the next 10 years. I am not the one to fucking market this shit to. I'm going to go and watch fucking 10 episodes of fucking Power Rangers or some shit. You get all this shit out of my fucking mind. Alright, that's number one. Number two, easily, hands down, at least of this year, the best video that I've seen. The amount of time that went into the fucking production and shit like that is absolutely fucking insane. Kudos for him. I don't know if it was him, if it was C-Lance, whoever came up with the idea or the concepts and shit like that. I don't like it because it's terrifying, but it's dope and creative, and you'd be lying if you said that you like your average rap videos and shit. Like most rap videos are just like, oh, I'm gonna stand in front of this car, shake your ass, blah blah blah. Like, you don't see too many concept tracks leak over into the video. So super super dope, super shout out to him. Yeah, let's go to the scorecard now. Let's break it down. I feel like I got set up on this one, man. Part 2's gonna come out. There we go. You gonna do the follow up? Oh yeah, great. So I can't sleep next fucking week either. Yeah, I'm a fan. Like I said, if you guys enjoyed this, if you think the concept was dope, if you think it was unique, you want to see other dope rap videos and shit like that, please, please, please go dig in, check into more Acizm. Target audience for this? Absolutely not. There's no way around it. I'm not the target audience for this. I don't want to listen to this shit. I don't want to watch it. It's scary to me. If you like horror shit, that's awesome. When did this drop? October 8th. Alright, I mean, I might have pushed this one back. It had this be like a Halloween drop, then it'd be a little bit more acceptable. I'm in my Thanksgiving bag right now. I want to eat turkey, laugh, and be with family. You want to murder my whole family and put them in a fucking pie for Thanksgiving. That's not the vibes, my guy. Proper setting for this. YouTube. Honestly, with the amount of production that went into this, I almost feel like you'd be cheating yourself just listening to the audio. I definitely think jumping on YouTube, getting the full experience with the video and shit like that is definitely the way to go. I don't know if they're going to have that whole minute of silence on just the audio version. Not silence, obviously, but the whole minute of just ambience and creepiness and shit like that at the end on just the audio version, or if that was literally just for the video. I don't know. But yeah, I think proper setting for this is definitely get the full experience on YouTube with the video. Bars or lyrics. It's a tough sell. Like that whole first verse, if you were like give me a quotable, I couldn't give you a quotable. I'm pretty sure I didn't know any of those words. But you'd be lying to say that it's not well written. It just, is it digestible? Is it listenable? First verse, I'm going to say no. Hook, absolutely amazing. Second verse and forward, super, super good. I give it like a 20 out of 25. I think that's fair. That's right on thing. Like, it's done well, even if it's not 100% relatable and catchy at every single development there. Now, the delivery was the 23 out of 25. The delivery was super fucking dope. I do think that there was very, very clear derivative of influence from My Darling from Eminem, or other tracks like that where you have the talking to yourself or the fucking demons, yada, 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 shit like that. But with this, the flow specifically was reminiscent of that. When that hook came in, that hook was fucking super, super fucking catchy. That was my favorite part by far, was definitely the hook. Beat selection was dope, 15 out of 15. I mean, it's Sea-Lance. I expect nothing but perfection. Sound quality mixing, again, 15 out of 15. The only way that you can say that there's a sound quality or mixing issue is if the slurred kind of speech, hard to like understand parts from the first verse that I pointed out, is if that has to do, like, as if that was super coherent on like the raw stems, and then after it was produced that it got kind of mushed like that. I don't know. I think that maybe it may have been part of the concept. Maybe there was like some type of medicated metaphor that was in there between the first or second where things started to slow down, get a little bit more coherent. Could be not. That it could be me reaching. I don't know. Down in the comments below. You think I'm just shooting bail? You think that's too much reach? Or do you think that that was intentional? Let me know. I'll take that one on the chin otherwise. Effectiveness. Does this make you want to watch more of this? No, the fuck it doesn't. This is not for me. I'm gonna give this I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10. Right? 6 is guilty pleasure. Like it's got that kind of. It's not even what it says there. It's like, I know it's good. It's just not for me. You know what I mean? And then same thing, enjoyability. I'm thinking right up there, 6 out of 10. I don't like being scared. I'm not the target audience for this. This wasn't intended for me. But you'd be lying to say that it wasn't fucking dope and that it wasn't like high level and shit like that. Overall, 85 out of 100. That's my score. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Did you guys understand any of the words in the first verse? Let me know down in the comments below. As always, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one. Let's go.